Do what thou wilt. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of 7 Minutes with the Magus, featuring your host, Omega Logion, Magus of the Eon of Maat. In this episode, we're going to talk about the other two books that I received in 2020 to kick off the Eon of Maat. In April of 2020, I uttered the word of the Eon, which is catalysis. For the next couple months, I devoted myself to meditation, prayer, and magic. At the beginning of June of that year, while working with another adept in the MIX, the god Amun appeared to us. Amun requested that we invoke him during the total solar eclipse that occurred on the day of the June solstice. Preparations were duly made, and we invoked Amun on that day, and he appeared to us, and we participated in him for quite some time. Suffice it to say that Amun speaks in geometry. Just like you and I string together words to make sentences, he strings together geometric figures to convey his messages. The essence of his message is that he was to be the god of the coming Eon of Maat. 2 days after that invocation, I received the next of the holy books, which is called the Book of the Seven Minstrels. Now, in particular, those 7 minstrels were the 7 members of the MIX at the time, but it also refers to the 7 planets, the 7 chakras, and really any adept who follows the instructions of the book. The essence of the book is a ritual of anointing and initiation. I'll read a few excerpts. It begins, "The oracle speaks. His words are water in the cauldron. It boils and seethes and brings new life from the depths. When this cauldron is full of your work, it will be the fount of wisdom and will from which you draw to drink. The ladder reaches to the heavens, and you are climbing it step by step. The purpose must remain concealed for now, for to know it would affect your temperament too soon, and make no mistake, you must temper your swords. This is done with fiery enthusiasm dipped in the water of vitriol. Now the ladder extends, and the tree reaches out its branches, and the waves lash the shore, and the volcano erupts to send liquid stone to renew the earth. All of these are methods of attainment. Each of you is capable of a different avenue of change." Then it gives instructions for the actual anointing. Take oil that has been consecrated and make 7 marks for the chakras and limbs. Use cinnamon or myrrh or olive or olibanum, sandalwood, acacia, or mint, a combination or a single oil. Bless thyself with the words, and then it gives 7 magical words to use during the ritual. "I do not call you as servants, but as guardians and progenitors of the truth, and that truth has been concealed for centuries except for the true initiates. This system is one of true initiation, bestowed not by empty rituals or vain words, but by the living presence of Re. It is only required that you accept this. Be the receivers, and it will be bestowed on you. Few indeed are those who can simply accept the light of gnosis and understanding." So the book is concerned with an initiation and anointing ritual. It's a very simple ritual, and once it's completed, all you have to do is accept the fact that you are now anointed. Remember in the Book of the 7 Spirits how it said that there is no salvation through suffering. You're already perfect. Now you're just blessing yourself and saying, yes, I'm continuing on this path in the new eon. So a few months later, in November of 2020, just prior to the beginning of the eon, the 3rd holy book I received came through, called Liber Trokos, which means a wheel or a disc or the sun's disc. Now, this is an alchemical text. It's very brief, but condensed with imagery. It starts out, "I am hidden in the one thing. The stone of the philosophers is none other than me. Above the horizon, I am Akhmet. Below the horizon, I disappear, swallowed by the night, and then I'm Khared. Within you is a seed, a fulcrum, a point of departure that contains the codes for all that will blossom forth. Nurture this with water and sunshine, but also love and incense, incantations and sweet songs. Later, the branches will spread out to fill the sky, but the trunk will reach heavenward, and this is your home, the focus of the growth. So this is a continuation of what was mentioned about the tree and the ladder in the previous holy book. And here's the key part. The trunk is the arrow reaching for the azimuth. Coordinate that with your star in blackness, and your white goat, and your green crocodile, and your red dragon, and your blue sphinx, and all will be well. So in this book, Amun is giving us the instructions on setting out our 4 quarters, what the colors of the quarters are, what the animal totems are, what the magical elements of those quarters are. Now, when you combine the gematria of those names of the totems in Greek, it all converges on this one number, 1468, which is the gematria of the word kardionosis. And kardionosis literally means heart knowledge, and it's the knowledge that the deity has of what's in your heart. Trust that God knows what's going on, and if you are true in your commitment, everything will be well. So that's the upshot of this holy book. And a couple weeks later, on the December solstice of 2020, during the great conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, in 0 degrees Aquarius, the Eon of Mehat began, which might also be called the Eon of Amun. We're going to talk about that Eon and other holy books I received in future episodes. But until then, don't forget, love is the law.